YouTube censorship and demonetization are once again hot topics. If you've been paying attention, you might have noticed that a bunch of your favorite YouTubers are now complaining that sometimes 99% of their videos have been demonetized. And if you don't know what that means, it means that advertisements are not allowed to run on those videos any longer, and therefore they are not making any money off those videos now. YouTube seems to be cracking down once again on anything remotely controversial that may upset the fifis of all of their advertisers. So YouTubers of all genres are feeling the pinch right now, but of course political YouTubers are getting it the worst. A lot of my friends I've seen are getting demonetized. A lot of people who do similar content to me are being hit really hard. I've been hit not as hard as other political commentators that I've seen, but I felt the burn a little bit too. And although it's the worst it's ever been, that's actually always been the case for my channel. No video I've ever done about Islam has ever been monetized. I've had videos about anti-sjw that get demonetized because I guess I went a little too hard on anti-sjw. Feminism, Black Lives Matter, race relations, all of these topics, all of them are very controversial. And of course, advertisers don't always want their ads running on these types of videos, which is of course their right. YouTubers are flipping their shit, and don't get me wrong, people have every right to voice their concerns, complain to YouTube, let their audiences know what's going on with their channel. In fact, they should be doing that. However, I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers talk about how they're gonna jump ship and they're gonna leave YouTube and they don't want to do political commentary anymore. And that to me is a bit odd. Now, of course, we're all human and we all have to make money, and if you choose to do this full time, then logging on and seeing that a bunch of your videos are incapable of making you any more money is a bit scary. However, to quit because one form of income is running a little bit dry. Since the beginning, the skeptic community, anti-sjw YouTubers, conservative commentators, and political commentators in general have always been the first to feel the burn of YouTube cracking down, of unnecessary bans, suspensions, demonetizations, everything. It's nothing new. The topics we choose to cover on our channels are inherently controversial. Black Lives Matter, Islam, feminism, race relations, all of these topics, especially in the current political climate, are highly controversial and divisive, whether we want them to be or not. And speaking of the current political climate, people are out here on the streets getting beaten, ran over, killed. People are dying these days for expressing their political opinions. Did you really think you'd be able to engage in politics by, sitting in your bedroom, safe and sound, making videos and getting paid for it and just living life? It's not really how things work these days. Everyone across the nation, no matter who you are, is feeling it in some way. Everyone is facing ramifications right now for expressing their beliefs. This is ours. Now, when I think of YouTube and I think of all the things that it's added to my life and the many ways that it's benefited me in my life, money is really just one of them. I think about all the people who watch me and how I can go to events like VidCon and meet a ton of you guys, or just walk through the airport and meet you guys and have you guys tell me how my videos may have positively affected you in your life. I think of how personally it's therapeutic to get on camera and rant and get my opinions out there, and how much that does for me as a person, that I can, expel that energy out into the internet, and how it received so well. I think of all the thousands of comments I've gotten in the year and a half of having my channel of people saying that they used to hate trans people before they came across my channel. That's a hugely positive thing as well in my eyes. I think of all the emails I get from women and LGBT people in the Middle East who have no voice and thank me for using my voice to talk about the issues that they're facing where they are. Now listen, I'm not trying to say that I don't need money. I'm human. I live in a capitalist society. I need money, but I'm just trying to say that there's so much more to YouTube and there's so much more to get out of YouTube than just money. In fact, I started this channel without even knowing that you could make money off YouTube. Basically what I'm trying to say is that I'm not sure who is staying or leaving YouTube at this point, but no amount of demonetization is going to push me off the platform. I believe in this platform, even though I'm sure YouTube doesn't believe in me. I mean, the CEO of YouTube and Google are definitely on the opposite end of things ideologically than me. But I'm here and I see it. I see YouTube promoting a bunch of trans YouTubers who have massively smaller audiences than me, simply because they are towing the line they want them to tow. They're maintaining the political narrative they want them to maintain. And Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and even Patreon, all the platforms I use are pretty much all the same. I'm used to it at this point. This is not anything new to me. I think the YouTubers who are considering leaving the platform need to really ask themselves if they're here because they really believe they're speaking truth to power, or if they're here simply because they want to make money. And you can want both. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But you need to be smart and diversify your income. You shouldn't be relying on just one stream of income. That should never be, I mean, no matter what career you're in, you shouldn't rely on one stream of income. Find your own sponsors, make a Patreon, make merch. There's a million ways to do this that don't involve you just sitting around and hoping to God that YouTube doesn't turn off your monetization and then you abandoning your audience. So to end this little rant, I will say that I am not going anywhere, to the dismay of, I'm sure, a ton of people. But yeah, I'm not sure who's staying, who's leaving, but I know I'm staying. Peace.